I was destroyed, like that was what my whole life work was, getting to that point of playing in tier one, and I feel like I didn't have the fair shot of playing a whole year in tier one. So I'm just here to just do my best, and just to prove everyone wrong and I just want to play as well as I can for one full year in tier one, to be honest.
Hi everyone, welcome to 1v1. I'm joined today by neT following Cloud9's win today at VCT Americas week 1. So neT, how does it feel stepping back onto that VCT Americas stage for the first time since February of last year?
It feels amazing. The whole point for me as a player is to compete at the highest level, and I'm just glad to have the opportunity to be here, to be quite frank.
So I know that you're going to get a rematch against G2, your old team, tomorrow. By the time this interview airs, that game will have already happened. But I just wanted to ask you, kind of what are your feelings going into that? How do you think it's going to feel tomorrow?
It's gonna feel great when we win. It's just another game, like got to take it game by game and just can't make it. You can't make the games bigger than they are, or else you might get caught up in the moment. So I'm just gonna do my best and just live in the moment.
So I wanted to ask you a little bit more about kind of how things ended with G2 last year. So I know that you had been with not just G2, but the same guys with the guard, Val and Trent, Jonah P. You'd been playing with them for several years. Just kind of what were your feelings when that happened, when you got dropped last year?
I was destroyed, like that was what my whole life work was, getting to that point of playing in tier one, and I feel like I didn't have the fair shot of playing a whole year in tier one. So I'm just here to just do my best, and just to prove everyone wrong and I just want to play as well as I can for one full year in tier one, to be honest.
Do you feel like you have extra motivation because of that going into this year?
Yeah, I would definitely say so, just because I got knocked down last year and I frankly didn't win anything, like I got all the way to the Ascension finals just to lose, and I'll never want to feel that again.
So I want to ask you a little bit about kind of your time in challengers and kind of grinding in tier 2 to get to tier 1. Because originally you were with the guard and you guys did win that Ascension tournament, and then for a little while it looked like you guys were going to miss your shot until G2 picked you guys up. And then last year, obviously, losing the final with M80. So how do you kind of find the motivation to keep going when you kind of keep getting knocked back down right when you're getting to tier 1?
Well, the thing about it is, for me, it's not a motivation thing. I just genuinely love and adore the game that I play. So even if I'm knocked down or not in a position I would like to be, I'll always just try my best to get to where I want to be, just because I genuinely enjoy just playing, and I feel blessed to be here. So I'm going to do anything it takes to just be in the position that I am.
I noticed that on your Twitter bio, you have this quote, "No one cares, work harder." So what's kind of the significance of that for you?
Pretty much, I would say it's been tried and true my whole career. It's a quote from a football player, Lamar Jackson. It's just like, I don't know, like even if I might not be the most talented player or the smartest, I'm just going to do whatever it takes to just get that edge, or just to make it so I have the advantage, and I'll work countless hours to do whatever I can.
Are you looking forward to seeing Lamar Jackson this weekend against the Bills?
100%.
Are you originally from Baltimore, or how did you
I'm not from Baltimore, but I've always just been a football fan. I played football growing up as a kid, so I was just keeping tabs on the NFL and stuff, and it's just I just admire and appreciate anyone that works hard and is just great at their craft. So it's just cool to see him. I don't know. It's just cool. It's just cool to me to just watch people perform at the highest level.
So another thing that I saw on your Twitter is that you talked about how 2024 was really a tough year for you, not just in the server but also personally. So I just wanted to ask you how you kind of get through that mentally, and then how much is that sort of impacting you and I guess motivating you or fueling you in 2025?
I would say I got through that just because of the strong support system that I had. Luckily, my family was always there for me, my girlfriend was there for me, and especially some of my new teammates when I joined the neT were always there for me, and they were always just had my back and reminded me of how good I was, and they would tell me things like we wouldn't have even made Ascension if I didn't join the team. So just having people like that in your corner when you don't believe in yourself or when you're feeling down is it's everything.
Definitely. So I know that for a little while last year, after losing the Ascension final, you didn't have a home necessarily on a team, but then Cloud9 ended up picking you up in December. So I wanted to know kind of how that came about, how you got picked up. Were there other teams that you were trialing with? Just kind of what How did that come about?
Yeah, I would say at the time I was traveling with MAD and Cubert Academy, and throughout my whole career, C9 has been interested in me. And as soon as I heard that they were gonna drop Moose and I had the opportunity to travel, I did everything I could to just be prepared for that opportunity, you know. And luckily enough, they ended up going with me, and it's just been a great experience so far.
Mm-hmm. So I know it's early, it's only been like a month and we just had the first game here, but how do you feel things are kind of coming along in terms of like how things are gelling as a team?
Yeah, things are gelling great. Obviously, shown by our results today, and we have way less time played together compared to every other team here. So, really, these results show to me how good we can be, showing that we have these results in such a short period of time. So,
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to see what we'll do in the future, and even more so for the games to come.
Mm-hmm. Who are some of the teams and players that you're looking forward to facing this season?
Honestly, everyone. I every game to me is just fun, and I feel like everyone in the league is good, and you can't take anyone lightly. But definitely G2 is number one.
For sure, makes sense. Um, so I think lastly, I just kind of want to ask you. I noticed that the whole team was wearing Crocs up there on stage. I don't know
Mhm.
if you can't see it in the shot here, but what's kind of the story behind the Crocs?
Pretty much, I think they just wanted something that had the C9 blue and that we'd match with, and Crocs are just easy. You know, I like wearing Crocs personally, so you know,
Mm-hmm.
got to rep it.
Awesome. So that's all the questions I have for you. Is there anything else you'd like to say? Any message for the fans?
Nothing. Thank you to everyone that's been supporting me for my whole career, and just this is just the start for C9.
Well, thank you so much for joining me here today, neT, and good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you. Nice meeting you, man.